Hey there, everybody. I am King 5 meteorologist Leah Pezzetti. It is Saturday evening, just before 9 p.m. Let's take a moment and dive into our forecast. I hope you all enjoyed today. What a spectacular day. The sun came out. I know I went out and went for a walk and soaked it all up. It was beautiful. We have more of that on the way. Here's a look at satellite and radar. A couple light showers just off the coast, not impacting us too much in western Washington, just bringing some clouds that you probably noticed rolled in by the end of today. Temperatures for today were a little warmer than normal for this time of the year. In fact, most of us were in the mid 50s, couple upper 50s observed. Everett, Seattle both hit 57 degrees. So just a really comfortable, pleasant fall day. What a beautiful day out there. So normal temperatures for this time of year at SeaTac are about 54 degrees. We hit that 57, so a couple degrees warmer than normal. Overnight lows, it was a little bit cooler, 38 degrees. Normal is 42 degrees, so it was a little bit cooler in the morning. We'll warm our overnight lows up as we look forward. Not even close to that record of 70 degrees set back in 2016. So nope, 70s are not in the forecast. However, what about some 60s? We will mix those in starting tomorrow. Here's a look over downtown Seattle from our Queen Anne camera on this Saturday evening. The city is shining. What a beautiful weekend. And truly, after a couple wet weekends, the last couple of weekends have been exceptionally wet. It is nice that this pleasant weather lines up with the weekend. We love it when that happens. As we look forward, of course, the rain is making a comeback, but we actually are going to ease back into it. A couple light showers sticking around on Monday, but really the next 3 days overall, or 4 days I could even say, overall are trending in a more dry direction. The wet weather doesn't make a comeback until the end of this upcoming week, so soak it up while you can. A closer look at your Sunday. This says Seattle. It's true for just about everybody in western Washington. Partly sunny skies, even mostly sunny at times, beautiful temperatures, and look at that. Yes, 60s are in the forecast. If you thought today was nice, just get ready for Sunday. We're going to warm things up a little bit more. We'll have the same thing with those beautiful blue skies that are at play on Sunday. Here's a look at our highs for Sunday. Oh my goodness, pretty much everybody in western Washington for the lowlands has a shot at hitting that 60-degree marker, into the low 60s in some areas. Kitsap Peninsula, get ready for some low 60s. Skagit, Snohomish, you're getting ready for the low 60s as well. So it will be a spectacular Sunday. I truly, if you don't have any outdoor plans, please, please, please make them, especially when we consider how rare it is to see 60-degree days in the month of November. When we take a look at the month as a whole, I went back and looked at records. So normal. So on all average, all of the Novembers that we have data collected for, on average, we see 2 days in the month of November that are warmer than 60 degrees. We've already done that, and we're just a week in to the month of November, and we have that third one in the forecast for tomorrow. So it does look like we will be above average for 60-degree days in the month of November. So soak it up while you can. It certainly is a nice change of pace. Let's track the rain though, because yes, there is rain on the way the next couple of days. Here's a look at your Sunday. This is right around lunchtime. It looks beautiful. Please, please, please enjoy it while you can. A very weak disturbance moves in the evening. This is 7 p.m. on Sunday. A couple light showers along the coast, up in British Columbia as well, over Vancouver Island, but not doing too much for us in the lowlands during the day. That weak disturbance brushes through late in the evening. This is right around midnight. And at this point, we'll see some showers favoring the northern communities. So mostly up in Skagit, Whatcom, and Snohomish counties, creeping into King County as well. But the farther south you go, the less your chances are of seeing any rain, and it will be more minimal the farther south you go. Into Monday morning, some of those showers do stick around, though. A little bit of a convergence zone sets up. We see it dropping down. This is Monday morning at 9 a.m. what you're seeing here. So some light rain, especially along Highway 2. Over I-90 as well. So a good thing to keep in mind for Monday morning commuters, but it kind of fizzles out into the afternoon. This is 5:30 in the afternoon on Monday. A couple light sprinkles are still possible, but overall we'll track dry. So it really is just that Monday morning time frame that we have some light rain heading our way, but it's so minimal. I don't expect it to have any big impacts on anyone other than maybe some slick roadways. and fog as well. We're going to talk about fog the next couple of mornings. That's Monday. Let's get into Tuesday. This is Tuesday afternoon, and once again, it's a beautiful day. Tuesday's honestly looking pretty similar to tomorrow, to Sunday as well. So we're lucking out with this really mild weather and fairly dry weather as well. We'll talk about averages as far as rainfall totals are concerned as well. But I want to show you the low resolution models. I just showed you high resolution. That's as far out as we can go into Tuesday, but I do want to show you Wednesday and beyond. So we'll pick it right back up on Tuesday. There's that ridge of high pressure that's going to build. It gives us that mild weather on Tuesday. Then into Wednesday, that's when things change. This is Wednesday evening. We can see this low spinning just over the Pacific. It's not going to do too much for us on Wednesday. At this point, it looks like it'll just bring some cloud cover during the day on Wednesday, but the rain doesn't look to arrive until later on Wednesday night into Thursday. Then Thursday looks like our wettest day of the week. So Thursday is the day that we see that first front pushing through. It'll bring that widespread rain, that wet, breezy weather. Then a second disturbance moves in. This is early Saturday morning, so Friday night into Saturdays when we see the next push for rain. So all that to say, we are going to end the week on a wet note. Speaking of rain, it has been fairly wet so far for the first week of the month. November is our wettest month in the state of Washington. So SeaTac averages about 6 inches, 6 1/3, give or take a little. For the entire month. That's the average rainfall for the month, which is the highest average rainfall we see for any month of the year. So far, about a week into the month of November, and we're above average. In fact, Bellingham has seen more than 1.5 inches more than this point of the month so far. SeaTac about 1 inch more. Olympia more than 2 inches above where we typically are by this time in the month. So usually we've all picked up between 1 to close to 2 inches of rain, but most of us have seen 2. And look at that, Olympia is closing in on 4 inches of rain so far, just about a week into November. So it has been a wet November so far. As we know, last weekend, my goodness, the last couple of weekends, it's been incredibly wet. So yes, it's dry and it's sunny and we'll soak it up while we can, but it also has been pretty wet. And that wet weather does make a comeback. But enjoy the next couple of days through about Wednesdays when we'll stay mostly dry. And then the wet weather makes a comeback Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and into next weekend. So that is a look at your extended forecast. Please be sure to stay with the King 5 weather team all week long as we bring you the very latest. Have a great weekend.